Assalamu alaikum. I am Shujat Ali from Medical Lectures by Shujat, and today we are going to discuss with you anatomy and osteology of ulnar bone. A very interesting topic to discuss anatomy wise. So first of all, let's talk that what actually the ulnar bone is. Ulna is basically from Latin word which mean from elbow. Okay, and it is homologous to the fibula of lower limb. A bone in our lower limb, it is homologous to that, and it is present on the lateral side of our body. Now, talking about that, how to determine that this presented ulna that we have is our right ulna or this that we have is our left ulna. So, for that reason, we have three main key points that which we discussed and then determine that this is our right ulna and this is our left ulna. First point is this upper hook-like area. Second is shaft. In shaft we have introitious border that determine inside determination. Third is head. So if your upper hook-like portion is forward and the introitious border is lateral and the head is posterior-medial, so we can say that this ulna that we have is a right ulna. Now going in osteology in its parts one by one. We have three parts: upper, shaft and lower part or head. In this hook-like portion we have olecranon process right there and a coronoid process right there, and in between that we have a trochlear notch, and this is going to be articulate with trochlea of a humerus bone. Now we have a shaft. On shaft we have three borders and three surfaces. The sharpest border is medial or introitious border, and anterior border is right there, and behind that we have posterior border. Anterior surface is basically present in between our anterior border and our introitious border. Posterior surface is present in between our posterior border right there, posterior and introitious border, and lateral surface is between anterior and posterior surface, posterior border. We have lateral surface right there. Now talking about the lower part of ulna, head part. Head is basically present on lower side, and we have a radial notch for ulna with which it articulates with radius, and a styloid process that is going to present posterior laterally. We have four muscles: tricep brachii, supinator, brachialis and pronator teres. Talking about tricep brachii is basically originate from the olecranon process, its posterior part, and the supinator muscle, it's basically originate from supinator crest, a portion right there, and the pronator teres and the brachialis muscle, they are from the coronoid process. One is from the anterior part of coronoid process and the other one is from the medial part of coronoid process. Talking about the fractures and clinical correlates that we have for the ulnar bone. A major chance is when we fall on such hand, we have a major chance of elbow joint fracture. We have three types of fractures: a Madelung's fracture, which is basically due to the dorsal subluxation in ulna. Then we have a Monteggia fracture. And when we apply force from behind, from posterior surface, we have a major chance of injury of that particular area in ulna, and we know that fracture as a Monteggia fracture. And third fracture is Gallese fracture, in which a dorsal point from the radius is injured and proximal third is from the ulna, and at a radioulnar joint we have a fracture, so that fracture is a Gallese fracture, and it is our basic lecture on radius bone. Hope you all will understand it well, and don't forget to subscribe to Medico's Lectures by Shujat. Thank you so much.